Editor's note: this is the Tuesday, May 25th edition of the Purple and Bold Lakers newsletter from reporter Kyle Goon. To receive the newsletter in your inbox, sign up here. Phoenix: let me tell you about a Game 1 loss when the Lakers scored under 100 points, played completely disjointed and looked outclassed by one of the NBA's best scorers. Of course, I'm talking about the Lakers' Game 1 loss to the Portland Trail Blazers last season. But let's get more recent. A Game 1 loss that saw the Lakers shoot below 43%, where LeBron James looked not his best, and Anthony Davis wasn't aggressive enough, and the Lakers dragged in pace and overall hustle. Of course, I'm talking about the Lakers' Game 1 loss to the Houston Rockets last season. Maybe you're feeling the point here. We've seen this movie before from the Lakers. They're a slow-responding team, preferring to feel out a series than seize the immediate advantage in it. It's a maddening habit for a team that often feels like it has control and the ability to overpower an opponent, but doesn't step on the gas pedal until pushed. But here's the lingering question, one that could be answered tonight in Game 2 against the poised Phoenix Suns: are the defending champion Lakers actually in control? Were they feeling out Game 1 in an ugly loss? Or are they just a struggling team that continues to struggle? There's an assumption that the Lakers have the proverbial on switch that they can flip at any time. The driver of this assumption is James, who has played 15 first-round series before this one and has not lost any of them. He's looked wobbly before, most memorably going to 7 first-round games against Indiana in 2018 with a Cleveland Cavaliers team that was on shaky ground for much of the back half of the season. But if you're betting on someone to advance in the playoffs, there's nobody historically who is a better bet than the 4-time league MVP, who has reached 9 of the last 10 NBA Finals. There are other reasons to think the Lakers know how to respond, too. Davis tied his lowest ever scoring output in a playoff game in the opener against the Suns, with just 13 points. The only other time he's done that was in the Lakers' Game 5 blowout of Houston. He came back with a 37-point outing against Denver to open the Western Conference Finals. Even Suns coach Monty Williams didn't want to take too much credit for slowing Davis, because as his former coach, he knows how dangerous Davis can be when a handful of those jumpers actually are on target. Will the NBA's top-ranked defense give up 34 points to Devin Booker again? They don't think so. A fully intact coaching staff from last season that didn't lose 2 playoff games in a row last postseason? It's a good bet there are some adjustments. There's a considerable amount of playoff experience up and down the Lakers roster that the Suns do not possess. That has to matter, right? We'll find out if it matters.